I mean, the Scots call them chamber pipes, which I think is a very good name for them because they evolved for playing in a chamber. I mean, people often say to me, oh, I much prefer the Northumbrian pipes, the Highland pipes. You're comparing two completely separate things.
Oh, it's just the heritage of the area we live in. It's got such a long tradition, and I think they're a very sweet instrument.
Oh, well, I don't have to puff and blow, you see, so they're wonderful. All I do is pump with my little bellow down with my arm, and I don't have to blow, and I can talk at the same time. Well, small sentences.
Take a trip to the tiny Northumbrian hill town of Roseberry, and you'll find a whole different world of underarm, bellows-driven, downright sweet bagpipes. Roseberry is where pipers and their lovers, as well as pipe lovers, gather to have a tune and a yarn.
My name's David Burley, and I'm a professional pipe maker. And that's what we're doing this evening, is just sitting down and playing pipes. And it's just folks getting together and playing tunes. And mostly the folks that I used to know were mostly in the farming community. And it was in the winter evenings, and they would get together maybe just rather once a month and talk about the weather and the sheep and how things were doing, play some tunes as well, and some new tunes that had maybe one of them had just heard, and then the tunes would get spread around amongst them, and then have a little bite to eat and play some more tunes, and then depending on how tired they were as to how long they went on.
You see, we had nothing else to do except play pipes at nights once. Only listen to the radio for music, etc., etc., and we spent the nights playing pipes. And now, I would say it is much more of a social thing, because, to be absolutely honest, I didn't like going out to play very much. I'd much rather stayed at home and played, but then again, do as you're told and go and play.
Tommy Breckens, shepherd and farmer. This gathering of pipers is hosted by Morag Pugh, recent convert to the esoteric world of the small pipes.
First put my bellows on, and I've attached them to my right arm, and there's a little hole there, and if I do that you probably hear a funny noise. The air comes in through a little hole and out through a tube, and then I now put the bag under my arm and connect it to the tube, so the air goes from the bellows along the tube and into the bag, which I blow up. Pop it under my arm and pump with my right hand and squeeze with my left hand, and hopefully the drones will play. And then all I need to do is lift a finger and have a sound. And that's it, it's as simple as that.
The heroes of Northumbrian piping are the hill shepherds who took their music from the sheep pen to the world. One of them was the late Joe Hutton. His wife Hannah still lives in the area.
Aye, the Barrington and Rowley born.
He was a shepherd on a farm over 4,000 acre. He shepherded with his father. He had about 8 miles to travel for a bus. It was a long way out, just like the Coquet Valley. It was an isolated valley. And he used to come down to Gilsland on the horse, leave the horse at Gilsland, come down to Cowbooth on the bus.
Hannah's husband and I used to play together a lot once, and we used to share tunes, and we would get tunes from all over. Tried different ways of playing different tunes, see how they came out on the pipes. Listened to a lot of Scottish dance music on the radio and picked up tunes from there and see how they went on the pipes and then played them.
He was a very keen dancer. We both were. But there was something about his music, it had a lift. And where pipers that follow the traditional piping scene play variation pieces, he clung much more to the music he heard, the traditional music he heard on the radio and at dances. And I think if a person is a dancer, they have a better idea of rhythm when they're playing. And I'm sure it was from the dancing where his rhythm came.
Joe played a lot of country dance music. He had a peculiar style, Joe, quite a simple, straightforward style. But Joe would play a lot for country dancing once when he was younger. In fact, the first time I would ever see Joe, I'd be about 15. We were dancing at corn rigs or something at the Lamperts, and one of these Red Cross dances. We had to raise money during the war. That'd be the first time Joe and I would ever run into each other. I used to liken piping to a drug, a pleasant drug, and once it got hold of you, it didn't let go. It's an individual sound, and yet it's nearly universal, this attraction, pipes. And you will see people stop and listen when they hear pipes. Then some of them will walk on, but sometimes somebody will just stay and listen till it's finished. I can listen to a good piper playing all night and thoroughly enjoy it. Don't even need to speak. Just listen. It's just that indefinable something, it's there. Listen to them. It's the most peculiar thing, pipes. Most peculiar thing. I think anyway. They attract you. They get hold of you. They keep you. Like that.